friends, girlfriends, BFFs. So, as an SMC, there are a number of things that become a thing once you become a parent. And one of those things, well, two of those things are morning routines and the pickup and drop off line at school. So I will tell you, this school year, I tried something new. My daughter's in third grade, and I got hit with an unexpected financial bill, which meant I needed to pull back on aftercare in order to see how my budget would look. And so I pulled back on aftercare. And so that meant that I was doing pickup and drop off for my kids all by myself. And let me tell you, I will go into debt. I will find a way to send that kid back to aftercare. But anyway, that's another story for another time. So morning are a thing. Most SMCs will get up anywhere from 2 hours to an hour and a half before they have to leave the house in order to get the kids ready, get the kids fed, get themselves looking halfway decent. Now, thank goodness to the pandemic, some of that has been, I work from home hybrid, and so some days are easier than others. My 3-year-old is currently going through a phase where she wants to sleep in, and that is making mornings a bit more challenging. So she is now the last person to wake up. And I finally got in my 8-year-old to a point where she has her morning routine down pat. We stay in one room and get all the things done in one room before we move to the next room. And then that means me, most of the time, rolling out of the house looking like whodunit, and except for when I have to go into the office or face the public in any real kind of significant way. So morning routines are trying to get the kids out of the house. My 3-year-old is now at a point where she believes that she should be doing all of the things that her sister does. And her sister is at a school where she has to take water and take a snack. And my 3-year-old doesn't have to do that. All of that is provided at school. But occasionally, okay, so 3-year-olds, toddlers, they know all the things. They know all of the house routines, but none of the business logic behind it. And so she will see me pack her bag for school, pack her sheet and her blanket, clean sheet, clean blanket, and her swim gear and everything. And she thinks that she has this routine down pat and she knows what to do. So occasionally I will go into her bag on Sunday night and I will find things that I did not put in there. Like when she comes home on Friday from school, I'll take out her old sheet and blanket to wash it and put fresh sheet and blankets in her bag. Occasionally, I will show up at daycare to take her stuff out of her bag, and there is like an old discarded sheet, not inside a Ziploc bag like I usually put it. I'm like, where did this come from? And then I'm like, oh, come here. And occasionally, some days I have to check her backpack because she will put 2 snacks in there and water like her sister does. And due to allergies, she's not allowed to bring food into her daycare facility. And so she does that. And so I'm just like, you are cute, but no, this has to stay home. And so sometimes it's a struggle in the morning. She now knows how to put her shoes on the right feet. And so getting the kids out of the house. Sometimes I watch the squirrels in my backyard just run around randomly, and that's how I feel. And so when I drop the kids off, I will say that there is a moment where I'm like, oh my gosh, I miss them. And I kind of get teary-eyed in my head, and then I'm off because I'm suddenly free for the rest of the day. And so now I am currently doing pickup and drop off. So I am currently right now sitting in the drop-off lane. And so this is a whole culture. We sit here for about 20, 25 minutes because nobody wants to be at the end of the line. And I never make it to the front of the line. And so I'm always somewhere outside of the circle, but I try never to be at the back of the line. And so we get to sit here and watch people pop U's. People try to squeeze their car in between where the buses have to turn, which is such a hazard. We watch the crossing guard get in line. We watch the whole routine, and it is a whole thing. You know the cars where the parents are aggressive jerks. You know the cars where somebody's on their cell phone and not paying attention, which happened to me once. And then cars started going in front of me and jumping the line. And I'm like, hey, what are you doing? So you're trying to not be so aggressive because there are kids passing, but also the disrespect. All you could have done, all you had to do was honk your horn. But anyway, so it's the whole culture. You get up to the crossing guard and you have to wait because they have the kids, everybody crossing. It's an always stop. And then, they call your kid's number in a walkie talkie and then they call your kid out. And so then you watch your little kid. And there's something amazing when you drop your kid off and you pick them up. Because when they are home, they are your kids and they revert to being your babies and whatever that means to your family. But when you drop them off to school, they transform into little individuals. They're the cool kids. They are the laid back kids. They are the bean pack kids. And it is just an amazing transformation. And so I get to watch my daughter transform and say hi to her friends and her teachers. And it is such a wonderful experience. And then when she gets in the car, we talk about her day immediately because some days we go to pick up her sister immediately. So she's got 10 minutes to tell me about her day and she's learning Spanish. And so I will ask her in Spanish. I will say, hace, hace que, hace algo que quieres compartir conmigo hoy. So is there anything you want to share with me today? And so that's our little thing. Or, ¿qué almorzaste hoy? Like, what did you have for lunch today? And so I'm learning or remembering little Spanish phrases along with her. And then we go pick up her sister sometimes. And then it's a competition for my time. And so I tell my big girl that she can't come in with me when I run to get her sister. Or if she does, she needs to be quiet because then it's her sister's time. So her sister gets the 5 minutes from me picking her up and walking back to the car to tell me about her day. And it's a joy. And so now, like, I have on lipstick. And so I believe in starting things the way I want them to end. And so right now, while my kids are little, it's up to me to say, oh, that outfit looks great. And how do you feel in it? But now, at some point, the tables will turn and my kids will look at me and be like, they will be the cool ones. They will be the ones with all of the opinions and will say things. And so last time I wore this lipstick, my daughter was like, Mommy, it's actually like a matte. And my daughter was like, Mommy, the lipstick is not all the way to your lips. And so I was just like, yeah, well, because, when it's matte, you just kind of tap it on. You just want stain, but not full lips. And so now when I was going to get her, I made sure that the lipstick touched all the corners because she's going to judge me. And there you have it. So thank you for joining me today on my random thoughts about the carpool lane and about morning routines. If you like what you heard and you've gotten any value out of this, please share with your friends, your families, and others who are thinking about being SMCs. It is challenging, but it is such a joy and it is so worth it. Until next time, y'all take care. Love you.